Good afternoon, 6-4 parents. Mr. Hagedorn here with our math update. Before we get to math, though, a couple quick reminders. Report cards did go home Tuesday. Make sure you saw that. If not, they're probably shoved in your kid's book bag. Also, this slip right here called Summer Program Response Slip went home kind of at the beginning of the quarter when we tracked back in. If you have not returned that, please do so ASAP. Ms. Stern needs those just to know kind of what the plan is going to be those last 2 days of school where we're remediating and retaking the EOG for students who qualify. All right, so those two things, make sure you've seen and we've returned the summer program slip. In math next week, both Math 6 and Math 6 Plus will be starting our last Math 6 unit, our last sixth grade unit, data and statistics. Next week, we'll just be kind of talking about what makes a good statistical question and then getting into some of those representations such as dot plots and histograms, how we can show our data, how we can organize it and show it to other people. All right, have a great weekend. I'll see everybody on Monday.
Hello, OWL families. It's Mrs. Pedersen with your ELA update, and I brought some props this week. I have Lit Circle novels. It Ain't So Awful Falafel, Stella by Starlight, A Night Divided, Ghost, and Hour of the Bees. So your student should have self-selected a novel, brought home a permission slip, had you sign it, and return that to me. We started our literature circles today, so you should see one of those 5 books with them every day. They need to come to school every day, and we'll start doing analysis activities with those next Friday. While we're reading our literature circle novels, we're also continuing to read Frightful's Mountain, and we're learning more about DDT and its effects, whether they are harmful or beneficial. So we'll continue that as we wrap up Unit 1, and then we'll continue that focus throughout Unit 2. Hope you have a great weekend. Happy reading.
Hello, OWL families. Mr. O here. As this week progressed, we finished up our biome unit, the first part of it. We got into creating a new biome by researching 2 current biomes, then making a blend of those. So the kids started to determine what factors, abiotic and biotic, exist in those biomes. And then on Monday, they're going to create what their food web would look like at the biomes with new animals that exist only in their new biomes. Then we will finish up biomes with looking into endangered and invasive species and how they affect and how things are getting endangered and what invasive species do to current biomes. That's how we're going to wrap that up. And then that unit will be done by Thursday of next week. And then on Friday, we're going to start space. As you can tell on the screen next to me, that any late work for biomes and food chains, which is the stuff we've done since we tracked in, will be accepted for the next 2 weeks. After Friday, May 20th, we will be only accepting space work. Hope you have a great long weekend. Hopefully the weather is not too bad.
All right, friends, let's talk social studies. Can't even say it quickly. Today, on Friday, we ended our unit on decline of civilizations. We've been talking for the last 3 days about the fall of Rome, one of our classic examples of a fall of civilization. Ask your kids today when they get home about their role as an emperor. Today, we played a simulation game where they took on the role of the Roman emperor, and they made choices, and the choices built their economy up or sunk their economy down, and they kind of gained points to see if they, so ask them how well they did on it. It was kind of a fun simulation today. On Monday, we will begin our final unit, which really carries us right through the end of the school year. It's a bigger unit, and it's that bridge unit that takes them into 7th grade. It's the unit on the Middle Ages of Europe, the Renaissance of Europe, and the Reformation, the Protestant Reformation. So we'll start with the Middle Ages on Monday, and we'll talk about things like how Rome's falling led to the Middle Ages. What was the Middle Ages? We'll talk about the Black Death and those issues. We'll talk about the Crusades and what that meant for the world as we're talking about the Middle Ages. Then we push into the Renaissance. We mostly talk about interesting people of the Renaissance, artists and thinkers. And then we'll talk a little bit about the Protestant Reformation right at the end of the year, talk about who Martin Luther was and what the Protestant Reformation did to the church. So those are the things we're going to be working on in the next little while. So hopefully everything is going well. If you need anything, let us know. If not, see you next week.